Coming up on this episode of Project Whistler, a tool invades my space, my shins become imminently threatened, and I find myself a half-decent rack.
For the curious, I lived in Whistler, BC as a teenager for 2 summers. A Norco Pinnacle was my daily rider. It was great. I recently sold my Chrome Egg and instantly regretted it. Like any self-respecting addict, I hopped back onto the bandwagon the first chance I could, before the cold sweats and voices got to me.
This is a brand new Kenda tire.
Oi, dickhead, it's me, NSUGS from the future. That tire from the co-op. Book look, and the rear tire is just the same. Any and all resale value. Gone. This is a passion project now, buddy. This is a passion project now, buddy.
No!
Let's work on something less depressing.
This part's optional, but what you can do is that you can collect all the hardware bits from your bicycle that are dirty and want to be cleaned, and you put them in the ultrasonic cleaner. Just like that. And then you absolutely go to town. Something I learned the hard way, and something that I've since learned is called living amends, is to move on, but do better as you move on. And so what better way to do that than to use grease? Don't need much. Just enough to get into the threads. Some of you may be saying, oh, you should be using anti-seize, and normally I would agree with you, but that's expensive and I don't have any of it. Well, at least the benefit of having the Rona, you know, you get the clockwork elves that come around and do the work for you. Obviously the most important part, right? The gummy. First using hand tools, and then my Hilti drill, it became apparent I needed more power to get my nut off. Oh, yum! For all you hosers out there, in case you're wondering what a bad bottom bracket sounds like, sounds a bit like Daffy Duck. Or at least the bearings are dry. I don't know, I'll see what I can do. In a normal world, you would replace this. You'd replace either the entire cartridge or just the bearings themselves. However, we do things a little different around here. Money is not exactly, shall we say, plentiful. So for the curious of how your bottom bracket can get packed so full of junk and garbage and water, take a peek around. You see some holes. Yeah, look at that. And then take a gander over here in the bottom of the chainstay, and there's a hole right there, and then there's a matching one over here. And when you're riding through puddles of crappy water and letting your bike sit in the rain, that water's going to find its way home in these threads right there, and that's not fun. Just so you and I are on the same page of what my definition of half decent is, this rack ain't teabag. It definitely needs a paint job. The what looks like this can't possibly be powder coating, but this coating, paint on it, is chipping off. And it's definitely got some battle scars, but it's nice. It's half decent. It'll clean up nicely, and that's what's important.